Hello, welcome back to the Footprints of Our Decisions. Now, the last time I was just about to give my mother's answer to why she named me Darnell. Now, I'm going to jump right into this because I have a lot to cover. And this is what my mother said. My mother had a single parent attitude at home, raising 5 kids at the time, 6 counting the one that had married and moved all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yet she managed weakly in her survival mode. Like the sound of thunder and flashing lights, she said these words. I didn't have a name for you when you were born, after my pain of having you. I just asked the first nurse in my room if she had any boys, and if she did, what their names were. The nurse replied to her, Darnell. I have one son. His name is Darnell. That's how you got your name. That day I lost my appetite, to say the least. But I remember saying some defeating things in nature to myself. You had 9 months to come up with a name on your own, and this was the best you could do. Later, my mother told me about the child she miscarried before I was born, and my birth was unexpected, kind of like a borderline mistake. I began to think to myself, I really need to keep this one to myself. Now, we have to realize something about names, that it's the first title that you're given in life. And you have to know that there are other affiliations that derive from your name. Your parents, there is religion, there's your culture, and all these things help shape and place an imprint on who you are. And not to mention the decisions that you have to make when you detach yourself from these negative affiliations. Equally, you also have to reassign, I should say, yourself to things that are positive. You have to make sure that you are enrolling into the school of love, self-love, that is. So I wanted to say all these things in the beginning because you see, you got your earliest photo, and then you have the most recent photo. And I put this in the form of a headstone because your earliest one is for when you were born, and then the present one has a question mark. What will you do for yourself now? What do you have to invest in yourself? So there's some things that I'm mindful of when we look at photos of ourselves. There are some memories that are not that great. It's not that good. There's some memories that we have that have left permanent scars. And what we need to do at that point is we need to take the good, the bad, and the ugly and realize something, that there is a developmental assignment that is assigned to you by God that you overcome. In the scripture, the Bible tells us we overcomers by the blood of the Lamb, the words of our testimony. So what are we investing in our next testimony, for our next chapter? So I wanted to make sure that I share this part with you because this is the back hole that is behind the headstone. But you also got footprints that are made here, and there's also another hole that you have to be mindful of. This one. Be careful that you don't fall into those holes that society claims as your future. Now listen, I have a whole lot more to share, but I just don't want to give you too much at one time. But I want you to understand something, that I love you with the truth, and that's what I'm giving you. So, I love you with the truth. Until we come back, God bless you. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you leave a comment. Let's talk about these things. God bless you.